You hear the word honesty, and immediately, I assume if you're like me, your mind goes to positive places. It's seen as a good character trait, something that's honorable, something we should strive to be. And I think for the most part, this is all true. Honesty usually is the best policy. And I would rather someone be honest to me than lie, even if it does make me feel better in the moment. But in today's talk, I want to come at this from a slightly different perspective. Because like anything else on this earth, I think there's a positive and a negative to everything. And essentially with honesty, I'm feeling this firsthand because yesterday I posted a video that was exactly that. It was honest. It was about one of my biggest weaknesses as a character, as a person, I guess would be a better way to put that. But that's jealousy. And it's something that I know I've dealt with, something that I have to overcome. And it was a really revealing video that I didn't expect to be posting for a while, but like I said a few days ago, I'm getting more comfortable with this now, and it's easier for me to say things that I know I want to say and probably should say. And the reason I came out with that video is because, like the heart of this conversation, I wanted to be honest. For a long time, I did what most people do on social media, which is just portray the best version of their life. And a lot of times, this is true. When I'm on vacation or when I'm with friends and I'm posting that happy story or post, whatever it is, that's true. There's no lying or anything like that. But for me, someone who is, I guess, posting my daily life, I would be lying if I only shared the positives of that. And I know I haven't done that. I've shared a lot of sad moments, angry moments, quite frankly. I've been all over the map. I've experienced the entire spectrum of emotions. But I wanted to reveal one of my character traits that is not savory, is something that I'm not proud of, and it's tough to admit that. And when I revealed that, when I said, I am a jealous person at times, not always, but there are moments, and I think a lot of people can relate to that. But I felt amazing. It was like a weight came off of my chest because it's something that I know a lot of people deal with, and even if it's not jealousy, like I was saying yesterday, everyone has a flaw that they can work on. And I felt that in sharing mine, I was at least contributing to hopefully one person out there in a way that made them feel less alone and possibly more just human, I guess, because when you look out there and there's not a lot of people sharing stuff like this, and that's the reason I wanted to share this, because I'm currently battling jealousy. It's not something that I have overcome. And I think it's going to be a long road to get there, but every day I'm striving towards that, and some days are better than others, and I wanted to be true about it. And in that case, I was honest. But here's the downside. When you share something that might not be savory, I guess is the best way to put it, there is an immediate, feeling that people are judging you. And this may or may not be true. I'm almost certain that it probably is. I'm sure there's some people out there who are on their high horse or maybe not jealous and look at me as less of a person because of my flaws. And if that's the case, so be it. I think everyone deserves an opinion, and people can feel the way they want about me. They can feel the way they want about everyone. I do that too, so I would be hypocritical if I said otherwise. But I think this is the downside of honesty in some cases, that it does come with negative emotions as well. It's not just this clean golden path that you go down. And I think it's important to realize that a lot of times you need to do things in life that are going to be painful, that are going to come with feelings of discomfort. And a lot of times you might perceive that as something negative. Oh no, I'm feeling this kind of way. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But in reality, from a lot of the books I've been reading, podcasts I've been listening to, it's the moments of discomfort that let you know you are on the path forward. Because just like the body, your mind needs to be challenged to become stronger. And I think this is an important lesson that you learn over and over again in life. But it's something that's really hard to get used to because none of us are perfect with dealing with negative emotions. It's something that you can only get better at through experience. And for that reason, I am voluntarily putting myself through the fire, so to speak. I know that this is part of the process in becoming a better person. And I'm accepting of that. And I think that one of the best forms of imagery that I can think of right now that comes from an ancient text is the Bible. And I know that a lot of you guys probably aren't religious, and that's fine. I'm speaking of this in a secular manner. This is simply a story that was passed down. When Jesus gets nailed to the cross, that is essentially illustrating this point that I'm making. On his journey to, I guess, be a heavenly body, he has to experience all this pain, and the cross is kind of like the final moment of that. But before he's nailed to the cross, he goes through literal hell on earth. And I wanted to say this because I think it's a old story that almost everyone understands and knows, but a lot of people don't get the message behind it, that to get better, you have to put yourself in a position of discomfort. That's my message for today, guys. If you're back watching this video, I really appreciate it because I have been pretty open about a lot of things that I'm assuming have kind of damaged your image of me, or maybe not. I'm not sure how you perceive it, but the fact that you're here watching this right now, I really appreciate it. And just the fact that you can still look at me as a human. I struggle in many different ways, and I'm sure you do too. And I'm hoping that we can relate to one another through that shared struggle and through our common experience as humans. We all have things that we can work on, and I'm just sharing some of mine. That's all I got to say today, guys. I hope you're having a good weekend. Catch you tomorrow.